everyone! Welcome back to our English learning series. Today we're diving into something really exciting. 25 essential English idioms that native speakers use all the time. These expressions will make your English sound so much more natural and fluent. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump right in. Let's start with our first phrase, under the weather. This simply means feeling sick. It's such a common way to say you're not feeling well without going into all the details. Here are some examples. I stayed home because I was feeling under the weather. Or you might say she looks pale. I think she's a bit under the weather today. Much more natural than just saying I'm sick, right? Next up, we have once in a blue moon. This means very rarely, something that almost never happens. Listen to these examples. We go hiking once in a blue moon. Maybe you could say, he visits his hometown only once in a blue moon. It's a colorful way to express rarity. Here's a really useful one. The ball is in your court. This means it's your turn to act or make a decision. Think of it like tennis. The ball has been hit to your side, so now you need to respond. For example, I've said what I think. Now the ball is in your court. Or after an apology, you might hear, she apologized. The ball is in his court now. Let's talk about cost an arm and a leg. Obviously, we're not talking about actual body parts here. This just means something is very expensive. You might hear, that designer bag cost an arm and a leg. Or someone complaining, living in this city costs an arm and a leg. We've all been there, right? Number 5 is bite the bullet. This means to do something unpleasant but necessary with courage and determination. Here's how you'd use it. I hate public speaking, but I had to bite the bullet. Or maybe, just bite the bullet and get your vaccine. Sometimes we all need to face our fears. Call it a day is perfect for when you want to stop working and go home. It's such a natural way to end your workday. Listen, let's call it a day and grab some dinner. Or you might say, after fixing 5 bugs, I called it a day. Much better than saying I stopped working, don't you think? Here's a fun one. Let the cat out of the bag. This means to accidentally reveal a secret. The image is quite funny when you think about it. Examples: she let the cat out of the bag about the surprise trip. Or a warning: try not to let the cat out of the bag. It's supposed to be a surprise. On the same page means everyone agrees or understands something the same way. It's incredibly useful in meetings and discussions. You might say, let's meet first and get on the same page. Or with relief, we're finally on the same page about the budget. Teamwork makes the dream work. When someone's taking too long to get to the point, you can say, cut to the chase. It means get straight to the important part. For example, skip the details, just cut to the chase. Or delivering good news, I'll cut to the chase, you got the job. Direct and effective. Back to square one means starting over from the very beginning. It can be frustrating, but sometimes it's necessary. Listen to this. The design failed. We're back to square one. Or in negotiations, if the deal falls through, we're back to square one. Beat around the bush means avoiding the main topic instead of being direct. It's the opposite of cutting to the chase. Examples: stop beating around the bush and tell me the truth. Or describing someone: he kept beating around the bush instead of answering directly. Get cold feet means getting nervous and backing out of something at the last minute. We've all been there. You might hear, he got cold feet before the big presentation. Or personally, I nearly signed the contract, but I got cold feet. Go the extra mile means doing more than what's expected. It's about exceptional effort and service. Examples: she always goes the extra mile for her students. Or appreciatively, the waiter went the extra mile to make us comfortable. Pull someone's leg means to tease or joke with someone. It's playful, not mean. You might say, "You're kidding, right? Are you pulling my leg?" Or reassuring someone, "Don't take him seriously. He's just pulling your leg." In hot water means being in trouble. The heat represents the pressure of the situation. Examples: he's in hot water for missing the deadline again. Or as a warning, if you forget her birthday, you'll be in hot water. Throw in the towel means to give up. It comes from boxing, where throwing in the towel signals surrender. Listen, after 5 rejections, he threw in the towel. But encouragingly, don't throw in the towel just yet. Try again. Burn the midnight oil means working late into the night. Back in the day, people literally burned oil lamps to work after dark. Examples: she burned the midnight oil preparing for exams. Or explaining your tiredness: I had to burn the midnight oil to meet the deadline. Hit the sack is a casual way to say go to bed. It's much more natural than go to sleep. You might say, "I'm so tired. I'm going to hit the sack." Or describing after a party: after the celebration, we all hit the sack immediately. A piece of cake means something is very easy. Who doesn't love cake, right? Easy and enjoyable. Examples: that test was a piece of cake. Or reassuring someone: don't worry, this task is a piece of cake. Break a leg is how we wish someone good luck, especially before a performance. I know, it sounds terrible, but it's actually positive. You'd say, break a leg at your job interview. Or in theater, the director told all the actors, break a leg. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone means achieving 2 things at once. It's all about efficiency. Examples: I cleaned the kitchen and listened to a podcast. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Or suggesting, let's walk to the store and get some exercise. 2 birds with 1 stone. Out of the blue means something happens unexpectedly, without warning. Listen, he called me out of the blue after 2 years of silence. Or describing weather: the storm came out of the blue and ruined our picnic. Hit the nail on the head means saying exactly the right thing or being precisely correct. Examples: you hit the nail on the head with that solution. Or showing agreement: her comment really hit the nail on the head. Let someone off the hook means not holding someone responsible for something they did wrong. You might hear, the teacher let me off the hook for the late homework. Or in relationships, he forgot her birthday, but she let him off the hook. Finally, bend over backwards means trying very hard to help someone or accommodate them. Examples: They bent over backwards to make us feel welcome at the hotel. Or describing a parent, she bends over backwards for her kids. And there you have it, everyone. 25 fantastic English idioms that will take your speaking to the next level. Here's my challenge for you. Pick 3 or 4 of these expressions and try to use them in your conversations this week. The more you practice, the more natural they'll become. Remember, learning a language isn't just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about sounding like a real person having real conversations. These idioms will help you do exactly that. Thanks so much for joining me today. Keep practicing, keep speaking English every day, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, take care.